Previously, on What If, Virat had just about enough of his teammates. A bunch of weak-hearted shithouse batters ensured that Virat batted with the tail in both innings. He was watchful at first, however unleashed in the second innings to score his 400 in the championship. England come to town today. Can he keep this form up? Welcome to another episode of What If Virat Played for
Pakistan!
What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our What If series. Today we are at Karachi Stadium for the first of 3 tests against the boys from England. Now, this is a massive one in the context of the World Test Championship. We have got an absolute dust bowl, probably one of the worst pitches you could ever play on in this game. We've got boys from England who are used to grassy ones, but I tell you what, after 4 fat L's, the Pakistanis will be looking to sort it out today. The toss goes up. Big Babar Azam and Joey Root Malto and Wayno there for everyone. Heads is the call, tails never fails. And this is the most important decision. It's a soft, dusty, heavy one. Whatever that means, I don't know. Pakistan have won the toss and chosen the bat. Virat, let's go, baby! And I'll tell you what, it's not a bad start from the boys. Pakistan 131 for 3. Benny Stokes steaming in on a beautiful day in Karachi as we get forward in the traditional. We had to bat with the tail twice last episode. What have we got in order for today? As Stokes is in, it's fast, it's flat. Virat hesitating between wickets, no run. Well, you'd think that Babar Azam is due. That is all I'm going to say. Stokes in for the last of his 30s. Wide of the crease, Virat just eases this out to the man at cover. Takes a single, 39 bowled, and the Pakistanis are 132 for 3. So Jimmy Anderson in for his 14th over already. You can see that this wicket's a very slow, very soft. There's not a lot of purchase that we can get out of it. As we get buzzers, no, we don't. It's not a wicket where you can really counter-attack, so you just got to take your time, wait for the ball, and then you can slash. An interesting 6 balls so far for Virat. I think we've adapted to these conditions quite well as Anderson does. Us all ends up. The old man in Anderson still has a few tricks up his sleeve. He rolls in, gets short. Virat laces this off the back tod. He sees it covers a little deeper. 40 overs are bowled, and Pakistan get to 133 for 3. So the Pommy plan is to just bang it into the wicket and let Pakistan do the rest. Stokes in, and that is too good for Virat. He's looking a touch nervous. 2 off 11. I thought we said that we adapted to these conditions. He gets a short one, and this time he slashes. Oh, covers there, stopping it, and the boys can only pick up a single. Ollie Rob into the attack. Short cover in. Good length, and another play and miss. 3 off 17. Can he continue this form? Robinson in for the last of his 8th. This time Virat gets a little bit on it. They hit and run because that's what you need to do. 42 are bowled, and it's 137 for 3. And Virat continued to struggle, not being able to get anything out of the wicket. The conditions were by far the hardest he's ever had to play in. The Poms' game plan was superior. They just kept bowling it into the wicket and making Virat make the pace, and that he could not do. But he stuck fat. He was still in the middle. He was still doing his best for the Pakistanis. Anderson continuing. Boy, he is using it all today. He gets full to Virat, and yet another play and miss. 5 off 37. Run rate at 3 and over. That has dropped since Virat's in. He finally gets a half volley. Can he get down the other end? Celebrate, Virat. Well done, son. So we finally get some bat on ball. Virat not really knowing what to do. Chrissy Wokes into the attack as well. He gets full. Virat plays and misses again. England very smart. 2 slips, a floating third, catching point and cover point. Wokes in, Virat wide, and he slices behind point. Hamid goes to his left, and Virat gets through for 1. A classic test match innings. Virat just batting the time. Stokes in wide of the crease, and Virat looks a little more comfy, just prodding forward nicely to mid-off. 2 men out on the leg side. That's not the issue. We've had absolutely nothing go wide of the stumps. We get a short ball this time. Virat flashing. Oh, he's been caught at short third man. What is happening in this game, man? Oh, just when to get the ball you need, he absolutely murders it, and Johnny Bairstow takes a hanger behind point. You win some, you lose some, Virat, and he's out for 7, and it's 5 for 146. Well, you could almost see it coming. We had to wait and wait and wait and wait. And when we did, we murdered that ball behind point. And England, well, credit to them. They put the man there, he took the catch, and the momentum swung back in their favour. Pakistan all out for 259 in the first dig. England putting in a shift. Joe Root 169. They were all out for 404. And we resume play in the 21st over. Virat walking out for innings number 2. It's 61 for 3. Pakistan trail by 84. He's got to sort his head out, get his skill set right. He needs to get Pakistan back on the winner's board. Virat rolls out for ball number 1. Stewie Broad 1 for 34 off his 8.5. He gives him the half volley. Virat gets on the front Tottenham first ball, puts the first innings dramas behind him, and he gets back for a couple. 21 a bowled, and it's 64 for 3. Virat chest out, pumped up, ready to go. Jimmy Anderson there or thereabouts. Virat just checks his next ball to mid-off, no run. It's just such an interesting time in this test match. Virat got to really put his head down here and fight. Anderson in, half volley there, and Virat just schnicks it off towards gully. He takes the single and gets down the other end. The English targeting Virat with the medium pace. A good tactic nonetheless. As Broad is in, Virat looks to drop him down the ground, and all he can do is hit the opposing stumps and take a single. He's got himself to 4. Still boundaryless in this test, but it doesn't matter right now. Jimmy Anderson rolls in, half volley. Virat punches nicely. We'd almost say that these conditions are perfect for the English seamers. Broad in, he gets short. Virat doesn't pick it up. We waited for that short ball in the first innings. That floating slip is in again as Broad goes fuller this time, and he does Virat once again. And Virat looked to go the leg side. He takes a trigger movement, and there he goes. He doesn't get all of it. Square leg in the perfect position, but he's trying his best. Virat, he was smart enough, though, and was able to get his trigger movement over to the off stump and work the ball into the leg side. And that just kick-started him, hitting Ollie Robinson for back-to-back boundaries and maybe rescuing this test match for the Pakistanis. Don't know where that has come from, but Ollie Rob has just been smoked through cover for back-to-back boundaries. He rolls in again. This time Virat gets forward, well batted. All really struggling to get through to the keeper as Jimmy Anderson comes in for over number 9. He gets short to Virat and he punches him down the ground. Still can't beat that man in the ring, but he takes a picket fence. Plan to Ollie Robinson, especially with the 2 men out on the leg side, is to get that trigger movement in. That's what he does. He gets the ball exactly where he needs it, and he takes another single out to deep back with the 100 comes up for Pakistan as well. So Imam Al-Haq doing his thing down the other end. Are the Poms starting to fatigue? Has Virat worked out the perfect game plan? As once again he works this off his legs. There's no square leg and he can come back for 2. Good running. Brought in yet again, just the 1 man out. He gets it where he wants it, Virat, and again just picks him off his hips. There's going to be another couple. Good running again, gents. Big moment in the game. Broad rolls in. Outside off. Oh, he schnicked off again, Virat. Would you read about it? Come on, man. And that was all she wrote. He schnicked Virat off. Haseeb Hamid takes one down low at gully. And that is the end of a pathetic test match for Virat Kohli. Gone for 25, and it is 4 for 113. Well, before today's episode, you would have said he's the informed batsman in the world, but he gets some putrid conditions and England make him pay. Pakistan all out for 217 in the 64th over. England chasing 76 runs in the 23rd and absolutely battering the boys off the park. Well, in summary for this one, it was by far Virat's worst test. Out for 7 of 44 in the first dig, caught by Johnny Bairstow was an absolute hanger. And in the second, he tried his best. He hit a couple of boundaries, got himself to 25 off 35, but another thick outside edge saw him caught at gully. Well, we thought 5 from 5, the Pakistanis are flying, but just like that, we have lost 5 on the trot. 5 fat Reds sitting in front of your eyes. And I tell you what, if we don't sort it out next episode against Pakistan, you can kiss the World Test Championship goodbye. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Hey, it's Test match cricket. These things can happen. Virat's been so good throughout this competition. He just flopped in this one, but fingers crossed he can get it right for the next. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below, and we look forward to your company in the next episode of What If?